The Sun Sign News Daily Horoscopes are for information purposes only. The Sun Sign News Daily Horoscopes are not intended to replace professional medical, psychological, legal, or investment advice. It is the intention of the author of the Sun Sign News that the daily horoscopes be used in conjunction with one's own common sense and, if warranted, the advisement of a professional and licensed physician, psychologist, attorney, or investment advisor. Welcome to another edition of the Sun Sign News. Today's horoscopic reading is for Sunday, July 30th, 2023, calculated for sunrise, Eastern Standard Time, and beginning with the sign currently occupied by the sun, Leo. Career matters are fortunate for your sign today, and providing you don't succumb to an urge to go on some wild spending spree, money matters are fortunate too. Romance is also under very favorable influences throughout the day, but the morning up until about noon is the best time for sharing with your special someone or for a first date. Your athletic abilities should prove to be excellent throughout the day, but after noon, you're likely to be stronger and faster. Virgo. Once again, you should have significant control over career-related conditions, along with the potential for the product of your creativity and ingenuity to be recognized or implemented. Personal money matters can be considered fortunate throughout the day. The stars suggest some friction when it comes to intimate relationships, but nothing that a little kindness and understanding can't overcome. When it comes to sports and athletic performance, our forecast for your sign today is a rating of somewhere between so-so and not too bad. Libra. Hopefully you have Sundays off. Otherwise, it looks like there is the potential for hectic conditions and unfair demands to be placed upon you throughout the day. Except for the risky stuff, money matters are looking solid, and the potential for a day of romantic fun and play is very high. If involved in competitive sports, both solo and team efforts should prove to be exceptional, and you have the potential to reach a new personal best. Scorpio. At work or in the practice of your profession, you are likely to hold influence with higher-ups, as well as command the respect of coworkers or employees. Money matters should be considered unfortunate today, and major purchases or the signing of any financial agreements should be shelved for another day. Regarding intimate relationships, today you may need to exercise some caution as you could be feeling more primal rather than romantic. When it comes to sports and athletics, well, we're not suggesting you volunteer to sit on the bench, but we're not seeing the potential for any record breaking either. Sagittarius. Career matters are under very fortunate stellar influences today, and while you could have a critic in your midst, you're just as likely to make them eat their own words. Money matters are under decidedly unfortunate influences, so keep a tight grip on your wallet or purse. Intimate relationships get an astrological thumbs up today, and single archers could potentially connect with a serious romantic prospect in the workplace or somehow related to work. Your sign's potential athletic performance gets a rating for today of good, but your ability to function as part of a team gets a rating of excellent. Capricorn. At work or in the practice of your profession, most matters should go well and relations with coworkers or employees should be good. International business is favored today. Money matters are under fortunate influences provided you don't get involved in the high-risk stuff. While romance is under mostly favorable conditions today, you need to exercise caution as the force of your personality under these influences can potentially be off-putting to your significant other. Your potential athletic performance is at or near peak, and you are likely to be a fierce competitor. While this influence lasts through until the night, you will be strongest in the morning. Aquarius. Whether employed or self-employed, creative work, either the work of your hands or the product of your ingenuity, gets a big astrological boost today. That should help offset the negativity coming from backstabbing coworkers or resentful employees. Money matters are under unfortunate influences today, so plan accordingly. Intimate relationships continue to enjoy the benefits of the current planetary positions, and single Aquarians should continue to keep an eye out for romantic opportunities. When it comes to sports and athletic pursuits, we see your sign as being a fairly aggressive competitor with about average performance to back it up. Pisces, according to the stars, you should do very well today when it comes to your job or profession, but there is very little chance of your efforts being recognized or appreciated. Money matters can be considered fortunate, provided you refrain from gambling and entering into high-risk ventures. Matters of romance are under exceptionally fortunate stellar influences for your sign, and single Pisces could cross paths with a serious romantic prospect through friends. If involved in sports, we're seeing in the stars the potential for lowered energy, but enough skill to make up for it. Aries, today's planetary positions tend to put your sign under scrutiny in the workplace. If your work has been good, well then, there's nothing to worry about. On the other hand, if you've been cutting corners, you're likely to hear about it. Money matters are so-so for today, so be careful with spending. When it comes to intimate relationships and dating, today's stellar influences are mostly positive, and there is a lot of potential for fun and good times. By the stars, there's a possibility of single rams crossing paths with a new romantic prospect while in the course of doing what they like to do best for fun and play. When it comes to Aries' potential athletic performance, we're seeing a likelihood of slightly lowered strength, speed, and agility. Taurus, career matters are under mostly positive astrological influences today. However, in the case that a colleague or coworker has screwed something up, you may be the one who has to fix things. Money matters are under very fortunate stellar influences today, and the potential for romance for Taurus is very good, and single bulls can potentially connect with a new special somebody while out and about with friends. When it comes to sports and athletic pursuits, fast hands and quick thinking screams out at us from these charts. Gemini, according to the stars, most career-related matters should be positive today, and coworkers or employees should be reliable and industrious. Money matters are very unfortunate for your sign today, and debt taken on under this astrological influence could prove to be hard to manage. We see some potential for friction in romantic relationships for your sign today, but also an equal potential for enough passion so as to smooth things out. In athletic pursuits, we see your sign as strong, fast, and agile, but likely to be challenged when it comes to team endeavors. Cancer, career matters are under mostly favorable stellar influences today, but coworkers or employees can potentially be under the weather physically and either absent or moving a little slow for your liking. Personal money matters continue to enjoy very fortunate stellar influences, and opportunities for new money-making ventures can be within reach. For better or for worse, there's the potential for a lot of emotions to be expressed in your intimate relationships today. According to our assessment of the stars, the morning through noon is the better part, and the afternoon into the evening the worst part. In dealing with the latter, the advice to be found in the stars is to say nothing that you'll later regret. When it comes to competitive sports or athletic pursuits, your sign is under very unfortunate influences, and these coincide with significantly lowered strength and agility. If you have enjoyed the audio version of the Sun Sign News, we ask that you give us a thumbs up and even subscribe to this channel if you are so inclined. That will help keep us on the air and delivering a daily dose of cynicism and sarcasm wrapped in a supercharged daily sun sign horoscope. And remember, don't blame us.